Hi there. Good morning. Happy second day of November. Yeah, I've lost track. It's all a blur right now. Welcome to 30 minutes of my day. I'm Catherine. So if you're new here, welcome. I usually turn on my camera and pick up where I left off yesterday. And so I left off yesterday making little tags for the Tailor of Gloucester, who I'm working on right now. Cute little book. I'm just so pleased with it. Yesterday, I put in some tuck spots that I made from a greeting card, and I simply cut the greeting card in half. I have another cutting board over there that has a wavy option, which is what I've done on all these page edges, this little wavy option. So I cut this greeting card in half, split it down the middle with the wavy option, and I put in some 2 tuck spots, front and back. I think that's pretty well all I got done, except for I had been saving this one little sticker that I just love. I love ivory poinsettias. So I put that right there. I'm not going to over embellish, but I did get started on something off camera. Hold on, let me get all these little tags out of the way. Oh, I want these ones in because these are sewing. So I wanted some little sewing tags because the Tailor of Gloucester is about a tailor and the little mice that are also very skilled tailors. So I thought just a few little things on sewing. But I wanted to just put a few little tuck spots here or there into it. And so I started looking through what I've got, and I have a bunch of, oh, hold on. I better put my timer on. There we go. All right. Although what good did it do me yesterday? I set the timer twice in the same video and I still got cut off. I have a bunch of these old vintage ideals. So I looked through there just to sort of see if anything jumped out at me and made me feel inspired. And actually this page did. And it's just a page of copies. They used it as an illustration page, and it was just copies of old postcards. So I thought, you know what? It's sort of like they're already collaged for me. And I thought these would make cute little unusual pockets. So I got started, and I think that will make a nice little pocket. These are just sort of Victorian era little Christmas postcards. And I thought that would make a nice pocket. I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to do it because, of course, there are none here where I have the full face-on postcard. So I'm just going to have to find a way to make them work. So right now I'm just I'm cutting here and there and trying to find ways. And unfortunately, my board doesn't work all that well when you're trying to cut around collaged things. So we'll just do our best to make this work. And I may have to still go in and retrim them later. That's okay. Definitely going to need to ink them. Oh, I glued it to just some very light cardstock. I intend for these to be pockets, so I wasn't very choosy about the back color. It's gray. I wanted to use it up So these I will be using as pockets. So I didn't use up any of the good colors that I love, like the ivories and the creamy colors. So let's see what we can do here and see how many pockets we can make out of one page out of an Ideals. I usually like to try and put one pocket per signature. And then if the new owner wants more pockets, that will be up to them to put in more pockets, and that's fine. I always worry, of course I worry too much, that's me, that if I over embellish, it takes away from the new owner making a book their own. So, all right, let's see what we can do here. What we can do with this and make a pocket. Let me get this out of the way. I'm just so enjoying this book. I'm still amazed at how cute this little book is turning out. All right, December 25th. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet with you, but I'm sure you're salvageable. We'll see. Maybe I will use, I'm going to hold off on some of them. The advantage to using a cutting board is it ensures that you have right angles when you want right angles. Whereas I can't be sure I've got an absolute right angle when I'm using scissors. There we go. All right, I think we can work with this. I do. So, now which ones are already ready? Of course, now I can't find it. Where's the little winter girl? Are you under there? No, you're not under there. Are you under there? No, no, no. There you are. All right, so I think that one is already good to go. I'm also I'm being mindful of how much room I have got for embellishments as far as bulk. So let's put this little snowy lady in. There you are right there. I really did just walk away from my desk yesterday. So we will get you ready. Shoot. I'm tempted to put a bit of lace. Tempted to just put a little bit of lace on there. I got a longer one. No, I don't. But I could marry those up. I just dropped something on the floor. I felt it fall. Oh, there you are. Yes. That. I've got all kinds of little bits and pieces of lace here still on my desk from a previous journal. You know what I'm going to do? I don't want this bulking up this little pocket. So I'm going to try something, and I guess we'll see if it works. What I'm going to do is put down my glue. And then I'm actually going to glue down the lacy part, not that part. And then after that glue is dried, I'm going to cut that off. And that way I'll still get the ruffle. At least that's my theory. Oh, I don't want you glued down. I just want the lace part and not that part. And that way I won't bulk it up. I guess we'll see. So give me a second and I'll hold it up so you can see what I'm doing here. So I just wanted a little bit of lace on this pocket. So it looks like that. And I wanted it still to have a bit of a ruffle to it rather than flat. But I don't want this bulky edging here. So I'm going to let that dry. I've put the glue here along the edge. I'm going to let this dry and then I'm going to cut that bulky stuff off. So I'm going to put that aside for now. Because I want a little bit of, it's Christmassy, I want a little bit of lace. Now this is part of the collage from that page, and I kind of like that it would make a tall tuck spot, right? Imagine this is my card. I could tuck it in like that. But again, I still want it pretty. It's obviously two parts of a Christmas card. So I thought I would just put a little bit of lace along the seam where those two cards meet. Hold on, I'm going to lower my camera. Whoops, oh jeepers, sorry, going for a ride. There we go. So I'm going to add a little bit of this sweet lace. I love this little edging. It's more like trim, I guess, but it's got bows and hearts. How cute is that? And it tea-dyed up so nicely. So a little bit of, oh, let's ink first. Let's ink first. Hubby and I were up bright and early this morning and went over. We were at the grocery store when it opened at 7 a.m. It was lovely and empty. We got our week's worth of groceries, which was so nice to do in an empty store. And the shelves were stocked. And gosh, that was nice. So now I really don't have to go out for the rest of the week, which I am happy with. I'm very content to stay in my house, and I'm very blessed that I can. Alrighty. Let's put you along. See what I mean? And it sort of breaks up that was already in one on one piece of paper, and it makes it look like maybe I collaged it instead of Ideals Magazine Company collaged it. That looks cute. So that's going to be another pocket. So there's two pockets. Now, oh, let's move you, Taylor of Gloucester. I got part of this. Christmas blessings on thee shine, joy and peace be always thine. Oh, isn't that cute? Yeah, how am I going to do this? Maybe I'll think about that one. So this one here, I'm going to use my board so that I know I can get a 90-degree angle. So let's see. I'm sorry if there are shadows. We had a beautiful day yesterday, absolutely beautiful day. And today it's absolutely horrible. Let's go there. I've got some things stuck. There we go. Let's, off you come. Yep, absolutely horrible out there today. Pouring rain, miserable, cold, damp. My wrists and elbows are aching. Oh wow, are you? You're already at it. Well, I'll be. I only had to do 3 sides. It doesn't look even though. That one doesn't. It is. Huh. Okay. I think I might bring it up a bit and bring both sides in a bit. Again, this is a tiny little, it's a fat journal. There's lots of pages and it's got a good size spine. It's got a 1.5 inch spine, but page wise is tiny. So I don't want to bulk it up too much. All right. And you. Let's see. There. That's better. So that this can be a little tuck spot. Now, that's for this side. That is for the other side. Just so I get a little balance. Pockets on either side. I want that up a bit more. There we go. All right. Out of the way. Blue chomper. Blue chomper. Yeah, so I've got my overhead room light going. And I've also got my desk lamp going. And we had a nice big breakfast this morning. That was a nice treat. We don't do that very often. We cooked it ourselves. We still have a lot of places. In my area, they haven't closed down dining in yet. We're just outside of Toronto, but Toronto, they've closed down the dining in again to try and get a grip on this uptick in our numbers. Okay, that's going to be cute. Merry Christmas. Now, let's see what else we can do with these ones. Christmas greetings. That one's usable. Yeah, I wonder if I'll do it sideways. Yeah, I could just, I wish I'd thought about this before because I could have sewn that on. You know what? I still can. I still can. All right, let's take this and give it a straight edge. All right. I know what we can do. It's raining so hard out there, I can hear it hitting the wall of our house and the windows. So sometimes bigger scissors is easier to maneuver. This is going to make sense in a minute. Find a blank page. I've purposefully left that corner. Come on. There we go. I've purposefully left that corner a little sort of bashed up because anyone who's owned some old vintage postcards, their corners are bashed up. They're not perfect corners anymore. Most of them are well over 100 years old, so they show their age. Boy, I'm almost ready to put my space heater on up in here. All right, so remember I was saying I wished I had sewn this in, but you can't sew it in, or at least it's harder to sew it in once you've already got your text block glued into your cover. But you can still do, I call it faux sewing. So I am going to run a zigzag stitch down here. So hold on, because I'm going to go over to my machine and do that. And then I'll put it in so you can see what I'm talking about. So hold on. I'll be right back. Okay, so you can see here, oh, come on. Let's go. There we go. I ran a stitch along that one side. And lately I'm enjoying leaving the threads long, so I just tie them in a little knot so that they don't come unraveled. There we go. Hubby's up here in case you hear his voice in the background. He's a man on a mission. He's doing his laundry today. And he's a wonderful guy because he does his own laundry. There are some advantages to finding yourself a sweetie pie who was a bachelor for a little while, because they have had time to learn how to take care of themselves. And he's very, very good at it. So, although I will, I do the towels, I do the sheets, that sort of thing. But he actually enjoys doing his laundry. And come on, aren't we spoiled nowadays in this era? We throw it in one machine, we throw it in a second machine. We really don't have much to complain about. I remember my mother doing laundry as a girl and having, in the wintertime, hanging it up in the basement and having to iron everything because it got hung to dry. Oh, that looks nice. And that makes, there's just enough gold and warm tones in here, even right here, all these gold and warm tones, to make that orange actually match. So I'm going to put that right there. I'm going to use 3-in-1. I find that if there's any kind of thread or fabric, it does hold a little bit better than my my beloved art glitter glue. So let's put you here. I'm giving myself a bit of space there so that when I close the page, it doesn't bulk up that gutter too much, so that the pages will still flip nicely. And I'll do this gently so that you can see what my intentions are. That becomes a tuck spot. Very simple like that. But it's pretty because it's got a little bit of sewing on it. Easy to do. And you could stitch that by hand. And I have done that because that has its own charm too. To do a little bit of hand stitching down the side. And then you've still got sewing in your book, even though you didn't. Normally I would have actually enjoyed sewing that down on the paper rather than having to glue it. Now I'm going to put you aside because you really don't look Christmassy without the other postcards. So this one, that'll get used for something someday. It's going to go into my little bin. Let's finish working on these ones and see what we can come up with if we can make 3 more pockets with these. So, you. Okay. And you. I'm so excited. The Christmas movies are starting. We finally I survived another Halloween. All the dreadful, scary movies are over with. My unconscious sleeping brain does not need any help coming up with nightmares. And that's my problem with scary movies is I get nightmares. And my brain will come up with nightmares anyways, let alone watching a scary movie to encourage it. So I'm just sort of creating a little rounded tuck spot. Again, I don't know, I'm a huge fan of little tuck spots as opposed to a full-size pocket. I just am. I think they do the exact same thing. They still hold little notes and papers and tags in place, but they're not as big. I think it's much easier to get what you want in and out. A little easier. There we go. There's another little pocket. I wonder if that's actually enough pockets. Let's put a few in. Although that's cute too. You can just see where it says with Christmas greeting. Let's get it ready just in case. Let's put you aside for now. I trimmed around that bellsnickel. He's going to go somewhere, but I'm simply gluing him to a blank page. He's not going to be a pocket or a journaling tag. He's just simply going to be handsome. So that is fine. That is fine. I might sew this edge again, like I just did. I may go sew this edge. There. So I would want this side sewn so that I don't interfere. It's just too close there. Oh, I know about you. Oh, and I'm at 29 minutes. All right, hold on. Dismiss. All right, well, let's work on you. Well, we got a bit done. It's, I can't promise thrills and chills and excitement every time. Hold on, I'm going to go sew this. Okay, so I've done the same thing here that I did on the other little tuck spot we created. But you know what, before I'm done here, let me show you what it is that I was envisioning with this. Let's cross our fingers that my gut instinct is correct. And if not, I can rip this off because it's going to be a pocket, and whatever mucky mess I made on the back is not going to show. So here's my plan, is to cut this thick stuff off. And I think it's working. Come on, off you come. There we go. Yay, we did it. And there we go. So we got a little bit of lace on this little tuck spot. It's going to go on a page. I don't know yet where. Just a little random page like that. And it'll have a little bit of lace. And it can hold some little tags or little memorabilia. Yeah, that worked out great. So I just cut the trim off after the other part of the lace was glued down. So, done. Yay, thanks for joining me today. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. Here, let me put all these out here. So that's how one page out of an Ideals magazine, I don't even know what year this is. Sometimes they say what year it is. 1964. So one page is going to give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One's already in it. 6, 7. That's going to be a tuck spot. 8 tuck spots from one page out of an old Ideals. That's fabulous. All right, take care, everyone. Have a great rest of your day. Stay safe. We'll talk soon. Bye.